Hi everyone, I hope you're all fine, and my wholehearted prayer goes out for the people of Bangladesh that they are going through so much at this moment, and we've been seeing that for the last day or so. Now, don't ever think that you people are going through this struggle with this evil power and no one is saying anything. This is where you could be wrong. There is a world outside of Bangladesh, and mark my word, the entire world is seeing what is taking over this country and what has not been happening wrongfully for the last 15 months. The world is, oh yes, definitely, the world is seeing all that. And we, as a normal people, would look at the world and say, this is what we are going through. Now, this government, so-called hijackers, what have they not shown us? For the last day or so, we've been seeing colors of these evil devils from day one. They have hood mentality. And this is exactly what has taken over Bangladesh, hood mentality. Look at the state of, look at the design of ruling the country. I mean, there is a world outside of Bangladesh. At one point, we would ask the world to talk on behalf of us, because this is all getting, for this country, you know, when Sheikh Hasina the term was digital Bangladesh. She brought digital Bangladesh. It's getting framed by framed, and we will ask the world, you didn't speak then, it's time for you to speak now. How did these hijackers came to hijack our land on the first place? Now, for the past 15 months, governed by a mandate, but fear, confusion, and unfulfilled promises. We were told of reform. That was something beyond, they can't even think. They don't have any kind of, look at the protest by the teachers, civil servants, ordinary citizens, discontent with a government that claims reform, but fails to deliver stability to those people. This is how sad it gets. Now, I said it before, time and time again, these people, they only came for their pockets. And I've mentioned, I've said it on my last transmission, that all they're doing is filling their own pockets by destroying a nation which have been suffering so much decades after decades. And finally, one government who showed us the light. I don't care about the world outside of Bangladesh, because nobody gave us nothing without a mean. Now this lady, she knew one thing. She knew she belongs to this soil, and she also knew she had wrong people within her party. See, I'm just repeating the same thing. I wanted to talk something different, but I've just realized I've just gone back to my usual route. And that route tells me, because you can't leave a good person out. It doesn't matter how you size it. You can't take a good person out from the scenario. I don't care, even I read my own book and I follow that. And for me, it was this administration, not the one who hijacked and for the last 15 months, but the one before. I don't get into world politics. That's not my subject. That's not the issue I come on live platform. My only point is me and my people. And every time, honestly, hand on my heart, every time I try to speak something good, it hurts me so much seeing that finally I've seen my father, my grandfather, I've seen them, how they've led their life in that country. It was very poor. It was very poor. Even in my time, if I'm not saying wrongfully, I've seen when I was growing up, there weren't even roads. and I was fortunate to see so many, in such a small time, so many people came to power of this country. They all gave us big talks. Okay, I'm not saying Awami League is I'm not talking of, for the sake of this conversation, let's say I'm not even talking of Awami League. But what I'm saying is this, that these people, finally, they had it worked out. And this is what some of you sick people in Bangladesh missed. Anyway, so when I said there will be no election, there will be no election, Tarique Zia, he's a player. Now we all know that, crystal clear. Let's cut all the nitty gritty and let's come to the point. He's a player, you know, and these people, they got the perfect hood mentality, which they've proven. Now, to end this blog, my last line would be, not to the people of Bangladesh, but to the people of the entire world. I hope you are all seeing what is taking place in Bangladesh. And one other thing, anything and everything you do in that soil today, it's getting framed. Because I remember Sheikh Hasina, she had a vision. Her son had a vision. turning this into a digital Bangladesh, and she did, and you guys are within those frames. So we will ask the world to act on behalf of us, to get you guys online, because of what you're doing today in Bangladesh. You came, you hijacked people's brain, and you're still in power, and we as the world seeing what you're doing. You can't do any good for Bangladesh. Once again, thank you so much for giving me all your time, and keep in mind, I know that 99% of the people of Bangladesh, they finally had the flavor, the taste of luxury, and it was snatched away by you people. You so-called people are holding the power wrongfully. You couldn't give the election. You couldn't even throw a date. But before you've done that, you've already killed someone else today. So you are getting framed because it's a digital Bangladesh. It's no longer a basketless, bottomless Bangladesh. Okay? So you guys are marked. People are seeing what you're doing. And I leave the rest unfinished as it is, that people will ask these questions. Not the people of Bangladesh, but the people who are outside of Bangladesh. People with good heart, clean heart. You guys been played. For my viewers, wherever you're viewing this transmission from, please subscribe my channel. Let me grow. And I will be talking, and I will be digging things which are hidden. It will come out. And funniest bit is this, I always say to myself, today I'm going to be talking something different. But sadly, when you have so much things happening within your own motherland, place of your birth, how could you keep your mind, mentality, how could you keep yourself to yourself and, have that fake talk and fake smile? I can't be like that. So please subscribe my channel. Let this channel grow. I'm not going to I know it's been a total mess in this talk again, but there was a message. If you didn't get it, listen again. You probably might be able to decode. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu, and Sheikh Hasina will lead this country. At least I pray for her, that she has done so much, and you hijackers corrupted an entire system. The world is again watching you, frame after frame. Don't ever think that you're not under the spotlight. Bless.